Beware the Trumpty-Christ. Let me explain. First of all, let me make one thing clear. To be clear, I am not calling Donald Trump the Antichrist. I'm not doing that. No. He is just one of several antichrists. The Bible says when Jesus spoke to the people, he said the Antichrist is already among you. It's the spirit of the Antichrist. That's what it is. The spirit of the Antichrist is in Donald Trump. And everything he's doing, he's telling the truth. He was sent by God. Yeah, he was. But people got it twisted. Like, see how my glasses look twisted? People got it twisted. They think he was sent by God to become our president. And he might end up being president. I don't know. He was already president once. He might be president again. Everybody wanted to vote for him. Everybody believes everything he says. Why do you think that is? Listen, it's a setup. And let me tell you how the setup goes. First of all, Donald Trump wants to be a dictator, like Viktor Orban, like Xi Jinping of China, like Putin in Russia, like Maduro, all the people in South America, all the dictators. There are dictators all over the world right now. There are more countries that are being led by dictatorships than there are by democracies. In the 70s, it was like maybe 70 to 90. Yeah, 70 dictatorships to 90 democratic societies. Now, half of the, there's almost 7.5 billion people on the planet now. 5 billion of them are being led by dictators. Why do you think that is? Here's the rub, okay? Donald Trump said he wants to be a dictator on day one. And trust me, if y'all allow him to be a dictator on day one, he'll be a dictator on day two, all the way up to whenever. He ain't coming out the office. Like he said, if he don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath. Did y'all hear him say that? Well, let me tell you something. He said he was sent by God, but guess what? So was Pharaoh. When Moses said to Pharaoh, let my people go, Pharaoh hardened his heart, so God hardened his heart even harder. Pharaoh was sent by God to squish the Jews, the Jewish people, the Hebrews, and make it uncomfortable for them, okay? And the reason why God made Pharaoh do that is to put some backbone in them people and make them stand up for themselves. By the time they saw all those plagues and all that stuff, and those plagues are coming back again. Anybody who's not right with Jesus Christ, trust me, those plagues are coming back. You don't want to be here for that story. You better get your life right with God because the rapture is coming fast. Think about what's happening tomorrow. Actually, it's almost today. The total eclipse of the sun, it's a harbinger. Just like Donald Trump and all the other dictators are harbingers. I mean, think about this. He's following Hitler's playbook to the T. Joseph Goebbels, look up Joseph Goebbels on your on your computer. Look up Joseph Goebbels. And look for the Joseph Goebbels playbook, for propaganda playbook. Every piece of propaganda that's in that book, Donald Trump is using right now. Right now. Especially the one that says, if you tell a lie big enough, the big lie, and you keep repeating it often enough, people will come to believe it's the truth. January 16th, and first of all, the whole January 6th happened because he told a lie and said the election was stolen. The election wasn't stolen. That was the most secure election we ever had in the history of the United States. And he said it was stolen. And people believed him. And more people are believing him every day. And you want me to tell you why these things are happening? I mean, stay with me for a minute now. Listen real close. These things must happen because the Bible says they will. These things must happen. It's a setup. They're setting you up for the Antichrist. Just think Think how easy it is for Donald Trump to say something and all of his minions and his acolytes and his followers just follow him. He got the Congress who at first were running for their lives. If they didn't think those people was there to hurt them, what was they running from? Why didn't they just stick around? Why didn't Mike Pence just hang around and kick up his feet and say, hey, guys, what's up? Yeah, it's just a stroll through the Capitol. Because he'd have been strung up by his neck. That's why. And who knows what they would have did to some of them other people if they'd have got their hands on them. But it was just a peaceful, regular peaceful protest. But like I said before, if those people were black, from the time they crossed that first police line outside, they'd have been calling the federal troops. And by the time they got to that building, before they can get to the building and break the windows and get in, that's called breaking and entering. So now you got trespassing plus breaking and entering. By the time they got inside that building, federal troops have been there shooting at them. Donald Trump said he would tell the federal troops to shoot at Black Lives Matter protesters. So they probably wouldn't have made it as far as these protesters did, but let's just say they did. They made it inside the building. Now they got 2 crimes. They got trespassing. They got 3 crimes. Trespassing, assault on police officers, and breaking and entering. Now, if those people were black, when they went and opened those front doors and let people in, every single person that crossed the threshold of that front door would be arrested right now and charged with trespassing and with breaking and entering, because when a crime like that is committed, if you're an accessory to the crime, you get the same thing. All right, so now you got 4 crimes. Now you add another crime. What did they come there for? To stop the election from being certified. So if the Congress was there to certify the election and they had to leave and couldn't do that, that is called obstruction of governmental administration. So now you got 5 crimes. And then breaking in Nancy Pelosi's office and taking a crap on her desk and all that stuff and stealing her computer. Now you got petty theft. Well, I don't know, depending on how much the computer costs. Grand theft, destruction of personal property, destruction of public property. That's 8 crimes. And everybody would have been charged with all those crimes if they were black. So now you tell me, was that really a peaceful protest? Or should all those thugs be in jail? Now Donald Trump saying, if I'm president, those patriots, I'll get them all out of jail. He wants to get thugs out of jail. You know why? Because he got thugs backing him. He's a crime boss. He's admitted he's got more charges against him than Al Capone. And he's following Hitler's playbook. Mein Führer, Adolf Hitler, that's his Führer. They're trying to start the Fourth Reich right here in the United States. Trust me. I know you don't believe me. Some of y'all going to call me crazy. Some of y'all going to laugh at me. Some of y'all going to not even watch this to the end. But if you stuck around this long, it's because you want to know the truth. Well, here's the truth. Donald Trump, Donald Dump is Trump the Christ. That's what I call him, Trump the Christ. Because he is a forerunner for the Antichrist, just like all the other dictators all over the world. If Donald Trump can get you guys to jump on the bandwagon and believe anything he says and just follow him into whatever it is he's trying to get y'all to follow him into, then how easy do you think, just being in that type of mindset, that type of mode, how easy will it be for the real Antichrist to come along and get y'all to follow him just as easy? He'll even try to get you to take the mark of the beast. Trust me, the mark of the beast is coming. Look at what they're doing with the monetary system right now. It's in shambles. Our economy is doing great, but all over the world, people are starting to use that mark of the beast. Put the mark in your right hand and you swipe it across the machine and beep, pay for your food. You can't buy, sell, trade, or lease without that mark of the beast. Trust me, it's coming. Keep your eyes open and look up.